I'm Jake Shears, and this is the track breakdown for the song Last Man Dancing. It's a title track to my record, Last Man Dancing, and it finishes side one of this album. I know nobody listens to albums anymore, and you know what? I don't care. It's always how I'm gonna make a record. The format that I write music in, I believe that songs have conversations with one another, and that's just how I write. It's the last song on side one. I wrote it with LeChev. We wrote this in New York. This album was written all over the world. Mystique, Lisbon, New York, Los Angeles, New Orleans, been written everywhere. We wanted to make a song, a sort of laid back disco-esque number. It's of course got a little bit of ABBA in it. I got the title thinking about, of course, Last Man Standing. I love taking a phrase that people say a lot and doing a little twist on it that's possibly unexpected. And when I do that, I always check to see how many other songs have that title. And I went and looked, and there was like some old like acid track from the 90s that was called that, and nothing else as far as I know. So I was like, God, this is like a great sort of one-of-a-kind title. The way that it tells its story is very inspired from Billy Joel's Piano Man. It opens up describing this sort of like tired woman sitting at the bar. It describes the bartender who doesn't want to be there. And then it lands on the protagonist who is there, he's hurt, he's out by himself, and they're making last call in the place. The night's about to end, but the protagonist is the last one on the dance floor. He's still going, and he proclaims, I'm gonna be the last man dancing at the end of the night. It's just like an anthem about carrying on when you feel bad. The chord progression is really cool. Gladney, my buddy on saxophone, we recorded in New Orleans, playing a little hook in the second chorus that I really love. And the end of the song, I really wanted to feel like a sort of primal scream, screamadelica, like those moments that kind of like go off into the sunset. I wanted it to feel like it was sort of the closing credits, and it really like closes the side. When you get to the end of the song, it's like, it's kind of a final statement. And it does end the first half of the record, and the first half and the second half of this album are two very different things. The first half is just like, it's all the pop songs that you can sing along to, and the second half becomes a very different story.